Yes, and welcome back to Tautoro District, everybody. Cut the music. Cut the music right now. Okay, first of all, a shout out. Daniel Coley, a big shout out to you for suggesting that I throw the baler on the back of this tractor. And of course, when I saw that comment, my immediate response and what I noted on that comment was, hey, there's no way that my tractor has enough horsepower to pull a baler. And that is true, is if you go by the balers that I usually use, which is in here. So if you zoom along here, I'm using this one here usually, and you need 136 kilowatts, and my tractor is not that. But we've got this little dinky baler right here, the New Holland, the Rollbout 150. Now it does only do round bales, as far as I can see at least, which is completely fine. On this hill, they roll down the hill. But what it's enabled me to do is mow some grass, create some grass bales, and then check out my cows. They will be at 100. Well, actually, because I've just logged in, it's showing 0, but it will be 100 very soon. So both my sheep and my cows will be 100% of productivity. And as you can see down here, I've got, water, straw, grass, silage and hay, and power food looking good. I need to go and clean the sheep soon. Anyway, let's take a quick look at what we've been up to. And we've been up to a heck of a lot. If we just go back into this screen here, look at this. We're at 2:30 in the afternoon, late spring. Spring is nearly done and dusted. And we have pretty much finished planting most, if not all, of our fields. And as you can see down here, we've got wheat down through here. We've got barley in these 3 fields here. We've got canola through here. We've got soybean through here. And we've just got fields 8, 9, and 10 up the top there that we're now in the process of just preparing to sow corn. Once I've done all that, then we can assess our time and decide what we're going to do from there. There's a bit of fertilizing that needs done, but let's go and grab our... I don't need any hay at the moment, grass I mean, so we'll come back to that. But what I need to do, okay, is... There's my fert. There's my other tractor. So what I need to do is start this thing up, might help. Let's grab our seeder. Hold on. What we actually need to do is figure out... I should have been better prepared, let's be honest. Okay, so they are fertilized up the top there after I did the oilseed radish. That is good to go. So I'm ready to seed those top fields with corn. So let's just back over here in our Case IH here. I like this tractor. Oh, hold on a minute, Mace. Where you going? We'll grab our seeder and we'll go and get those fields underway. So things are ticking along really nicely. We've managed to do quite a bit of work since my last video. Some of it on stream on my Twitch channel, which I'll keep banging on about. But please go and subscribe right now if you haven't subscribed, or follow I should say. Go and follow. And then you can get into it and get a notification when I am live. Come and have a chat as we continue Tautoro District. Or there might be a bit of Truck Simulator, a few other games that I play just to keep myself interested. Let's just fill this up. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. While we're thinking about it, let's get to this and let's change the... Actually, mate. Actually, you know that I'm recording live when I make stupid errors like this. This is not the right seeder, everybody. I just didn't need to spend that money. Now, if I was a good editor, I'd go back and restart this game, this particular session without saving and redo it as though nothing had changed. But this is live and mistakes happen. What I need to do, guys, is I need to buy a seeder that can do corn. So what I'll do is let me go and do that so you don't have to faff around worrying about that. We'll put it on the back and I'll meet you up in the top fields once I'm ready to go. See you soon. Okay, welcome back everybody, and here we are making our way up to one of the top fields there, and we've picked up the Vaderstad. It's the Tempo F8. It's also 6 meters wide, which is the same width as my other sowing machine, the other seeder. The cool thing with this particular seeder though is it also fertilizes at the same time. So one more sweep across the top of these fields, it will fertilize, it will also plant my corn, and we will those fields up the top will be good to go. Now it did cost me $61,000 and I'm down to $85,000 in the bank now. The good news is I've got that silage sitting up in the silage pits in the biogas plant ready to sell at any point. So that's probably something I'm going to do pretty soon, because I'm going to need to buy probably going to have to upgrade the size of my tipper, particularly when I start harvesting. My backing has not improved whatsoever, as you can see. Let's fold this out. And I'm also going to have to buy a trailer to pick up bales, because when I harvest my wheat and my barley, I'm going to create chaff and turn that into straw bales. I'm also going to make some hay bales out of these grass fields, and so I'll need a trailer to go and pick up all those bales. And what I'll actually do is that other baler that I've got, let's just turn this on by the way, that other baler that I've got, that small one on the back of my old tractor, I'll actually probably end up selling that and look to upgrade that to one of those bigger balers that I can do square and round bales with. I'm really keen on the square bales because it just makes it a lot easier to store in some of those sheds. And I'm going to be really interested to see what happens with that storage, because obviously with Seasons mod on, your bales do deteriorate if they're exposed to weather. Now I just want to see whether if you do store them in a shed and it is not affected by the weather, whether they still deteriorate or whether it's just an inbuilt thing with the game that they deteriorate no matter where you store them. So I'm going to find that out. And nonetheless, I'll still have some sort of feed to give to the animals. So what I'm doing here is just doing headland. I don't really need to do this bottom headland on these fields, because there's plenty of room for the worker to actually turn around, because those trees just back behind us are actually just textures and you can drive right through them. Not very realistic, of course. But yeah, here's a Vader stab. Let's just check our map out. And as you can see, if we just zoom in here, guys, you can see the dark blue line right there. So that's the final stage of fertilizing. And that's exactly the benefit of this particular seeder. This seeder also does soybeans, sunflowers, and let me just check the other one that it does. It does sugar beets also. So it's got a range of different crops that it seeds. And obviously with that fertilizing at the same time makes life nice and easy. The only thing though is that it doesn't hold that much seed really, does it? So I'm probably going to have to refill it a few times. I'm going to have to figure out a way that I can do that easily. I think I do have seeding capability down by the dairy sheds there. I'll figure it out. But what I'm going to do, actually, what I will do, and here's a little cheats way around it, is basically you can just set the worker to not use the seed out of the seeder and buy it as they seed it. I don't think I'm going to do that though, because I want to keep it relatively realistic, but more than that, it's an expensive way to do it. So I'm just trying to save a bit of money at the moment, particularly because I haven't got a heck of a lot. And obviously, because I'm only getting one harvest really every 12 in-game days, rather than sort of one every game day, it does make it a little bit difficult to store up a ton of money, particularly now where I'm sort of buying equipment as I go. So yeah, where are we at? We are these three fields are the final three fields that absolutely need to be sown. Now I could probably go and sow some more, but I think I'll just leave it at 3 fields per crop, and that should yield enough from each, all up for each of those different types of crops. I'm not too sure what yield I'm going to get out of all these fields. That is yet to be determined, but that will obviously be a bit of a learning for the following season. So, because what I also want to do is I don't want to create a situation where I have to do a ton of harvesting and end up having to buy more harvesters and stuff like that. I really just want to do it with the one harvester if I can. And so I'll probably just leave 15 fields, 5 different crops, so that's 3 fields per crop, which will be a nice little yield. And then I'll use my time. I'll definitely mow some grass and create some more silage. I'll probably do that in the next game day or so, and then I'll probably have another. Well, hold on. Yeah, we've got up until winter really to mow grass. So I might wait another 2 game days, then mow some grass, create some silage, then wait till probably the last day of autumn to do the final grass mow. Because as soon as it hits winter and seasons, the grass is just going to instantly disappear. So I want to make the most of the grass, create some silage, and that's money in the bank silage. It's a really good way of making money. and I'm going to need it, that's for sure. So here we go. I'm just finishing off this headland, giving plenty of room so then the worker, once I set it underway, can turn around quite comfortably. The workers can be a bit dense and not figure out how to do it themselves sometimes. So let's just bang that up there. We'll zoom this guy around. And we will set him alight. Not actually set him alight. That would not be acting as a responsible employer. There we go, line it up, there we go, bang. Okay, away you go. It should be okay. It might miss a little bit of a strip down the end, it will. It's going to create a little strip, but hey, I'm happy with that, it'll be fine. Okay, my fertilizer. Let's turn this guy on. Let's just figure out, I actually think I've actually got to wait for these guys down here. Actually, I'll go down to that field down there and let's fertilise down there, that little U-shaped field, but I'm pretty sure I've got to see. Oh, hold on. Does that look like it's been fertilised? No, actually, I think I can fertilise this field in the middle here. It looks pretty light. Yep, compared to that field on the left, it definitely looks light in colour, so it probably means I can fertilise it. So let's get that done. Really has been a busy couple of in-game days, that's for sure, I tell you. This definitely looks really light. Oh, Mace, come on, sort it out. Yeah, look at that. So let's just go and check out what that's going to do. Let's just stop that. Let's check out my little map here. Oh, wrong button. Live TV. Yep, it's definitely going dark blue. Well, guys. Oh, you got to start the engine. Come on. Absolute professionalism, as always, with me. There's no doubt about it. Well, guys, I think this field here presents a perfect opportunity. Let's do another little musical interlude as we zoom around doing our fertilising, and then we'll look to do... maybe I'll just demonstrate the that baler with the mower, and then we could be done and dusted for the episode. But sit back, enjoy. Let's throw some music on while we get this field fertilised. Catch you on the other side. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Field completed. I'll go and park over here so I remember to do this field next. Let's just pull that back a bit. And I think that's pretty much, yeah, that gives that field there is 100% fertilised, along with all the fields in this area except the U-shaped field, which needs 2 more layers of fertilisation. And this field over here where my cursor is, that one needs 1 more, but I need to wait for the first stage of growth because I cocked that up a bit, to be fair. Our work is still going strong up there in the corner, and he has actually missed a bit, you can see. I'm going to have to go and redo that later on. So things are moving really nicely on the farm, but what I thought I'd do is let's fire up this tractor. Let's get that down and that on. Let's get our our mower folded out. Let's put it down, let's turn it on. And let's get this puppy going so you can check it out. Now, as you'll probably notice for a start, it takes a bit of time just to get off the mark going up the hill. It's very, very slow going up here. And something is not right. What's going on? Am I mowing? Oh, yes, I am mowing. Something is fine. Go, go, boy, go, go. So it's going to be very slow going for a start. But then it gets itself underway and away we go. And it's not working. Mace, what are you doing? Come on. Right, third time lucky, guys. These are the perils of... Let's see, let me just check out what have I forgotten. Lift, turn it on. You've got to turn it on, everybody. Get with the program. Here we go. Go, boy. Ah, that's why. I wonder why it went so fast that second time. I thought it was a lot slower. So it's really struggling to get up this hill at this point. Quite slow, and almost too slow, really, but the way it goes, and it's turned itself off. Okay. I'm not too sure what the heck's going on here, team. Let's get across up the top here, actually. Let's just check to make sure I've got everything going on here. Lift it up, turn it off. Okay, so the baler is completely fine. Let's go to the front one. Fold mower, lift mower, turn it on. Okay, so it is turning on the mower that is the thing that I need to do. I'll just hold off. Maybe it's just struggling to get up this hill. Because what I did before, by the way, folks, is I had already mowed that strip around the outside, and then I just towed the baler with the mower up. So I'm just thinking, perhaps, after all this, maybe my shout-out was a little bit too premature, but I'm thinking that this should work going down here. Yeah. It's just going up that hill, it doesn't like that too much. That's fine. Oh, jeez. Okay. Alright, we have an issue here then, guys. The mower just continually turns itself off. Why? Why is it turning itself off? Okay, it's working there, and then bang, it just stops. Why? Could be a bug. Maybe someone can help me out. Let me know. I'll go and do some research. There must be a reason why that mower is deciding to turn itself off. Let's try that one more time. Yeah, it just turns itself off. I wonder if I turn the baler off. This will be the... maybe it is just overwhelmed. Turn off baler, pick up. We'll fold that. Here we go, guys. This is exciting television. This is exciting viewing. Let's turn on that mower. I just want to see whether... Yep. Okay, so it just is not loving having that baler on behind and baling at the same time. Ah, Daniel, mate! Maybe it was an early shout-out. Still a good idea. I'll go and do some research and figure this out. But this is what it's all about. Owning a farm. Bit of troubleshooting. There's nothing stopping me just mowing this strip anyway and then just running back over it with the baler. There's no problem doing that. It just means it's a bit more work. But I am obviously missing something here. There's got to be a reason for it. But anyway, folks, I think I'll leave it there. We'll go and do some research. If you do know what that issue is, just post it down in the comments. I'm sure we'll figure it out pretty quickly. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Costs nothing at all, except a little bit of self-respect. And who isn't willing to give up a bit of that? Also, guys, just another reminder, I'll be on Twitch. So come and check me out. Follow my channel, and that way you'll get a little notification saying when I'm on. And then you can come and say hello. You can have a chat, and well, I'll do a bit of farming, bit of driving, bit of this, bit of that. And hopefully that'll be a lot of fun. But hey, guys, once again, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate taking the time to check this out. Things are going really well here at Tautoro District. Really enjoying it. And until next time, everybody, take it easy.